Hey guys, I'm Gentle Occasion, and today we're starting on this screen. Why is it on this screen? I noticed it's day 444, and I just thought you might enjoy that as much as I do. I like it when numbers. I can't explain what it is they do. Sometimes they're in a nice pattern, and it excites me. You know, it's nice. So anyway, yeah, we got lots of stuff on the go. Grandmaster's report incoming. I can't wait to see how he's going to punish us for doing brilliantly. It's very annoying. Prognosticals have detected a concentrated growth of the Tentarus strain. Was this win mission without healing before? I don't remember it being that again, but that's absolutely fine. We're always good at the Tentarus stuff. I say always. We've done one that went fine. Went, you know, absolutely smoothly, and another one that was horribly brutal because I had no idea what the hell was happening. But we got the right stratagem set up, don't we? Yeah, we got our Tide of Shadows for the resistance and purity, you know, purify rather, and everything else that keeps us going. I think we're great. I think we're good. And, you know, the Calidus, I think, will be really fun on this mission. A little dangerous because, you know, smaller health pool could get bombarded, but if she's running off solo, then it shouldn't target her, so it should be interesting. Let's get to it.
Warning. Over 80% of potable water located at processing facility Delta 26 is contaminated with the Tentarus strain. Reports indicate exponential increase in mutant populations since corruption began.
Mutants are not our concern, Commander. Cleanse the facility of this corruption.
I don't think the water is all you need to worry about, you know? I think if you walk in here, be like, ugh. Ooh, look at all everything here. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna have some water. Like, who's doing this? Unbelievable. I don't know, do they teach germ theory in Imperial schools? Are there? Like, do most places even have schools? Probably not, right? Because why teach people things when you can just put them to work at a factory when they're 10, you know? Maybe younger, you know? Maybe younger, who cares? Just put them to work. So we got this thing. That is the thing. Okay, the target is right in front of us, which is interesting. So there's a hive germ over there. And are these going to go around counterclockwise? Yes, they are. Good. Don't always say counterclockwise. Anti-clockwise. Been watching too many American things talking about how wise their clocks are. Jerks. My clocks are wise too. So we are in forever combat in these missions, which is something I do need to remember. Because, you know, popping that pod is just gonna lead me to be in combat, isn't it? Sure is. Do you want you to Aegis and then we'll run forwards? Or do we... You know what? I think I'm going to try and kill that pod. First turn, screw it.
The golden throne.
And you're going to run the other way.
Taking a new form.
Form of carousel. No. I was close. He is spinning. So yeah, over that way. Cool. Do you want to get eyes on that? Nah, forget it. Okay, now you. That's a discus. Yeah, okay. And then you can also get in over here, I suppose. You know, maybe we do just Aegis with him, so the bombard doesn't hit him. We do that next turn. We do have a while, and we do still have Tide of Shadows, which I won't use until next turn, because there's actually no point to using it this turn. We would waste a turn of it. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm gonna go kill him. I wonder what we're gonna find. Hey fellas. Oh, easy. Ish. Kind of. I love all the barnacles on his face, it's great. Just covered in limpets.
These heretics will suffer the ultimate punishment.
Is it death? I sure hope it's death. Alright, you're gonna need some AP, mate. You're gonna need some AP. Because you don't have any.
I am here to serve.
Good lad. Let's keep force striking to guarantee these crits. Good. And
He's coming with me.
boom. Alright, let's finish him off with a little sidestep so we're closer to the next target.
Another death.
Alright, only 2 AP left. Only 2 AP left. That's a stinky boy as well. We've got to watch out for the stinky boys. Yeah, he'll take a couple of crits. Now please get AP back. Thank God for that. How much?
I'll build a seat from this rot.
Only 1. Ugh. Alright, well, this should be another kill anyway. And I know we are burning through a lot of willpower, but I decided to, like, conquer this area. Nice. I decided to conquer this area on the first turn. And actually, we still have 6 willpower, so I think we're still doing great. Oh, I don't know. Let's chop off your weapon. Might as well. And do I need to force strike again? No, we guarantee a kill on him. Good. And we should be able to guarantee a kill on the next thing. So, okay, we still have plenty of willpower. 80% chance to kill this in 1 hit. I'm not risking a thing. I'm just going to kill it. Perfect. So all that really cost us was Iolanthis's willpower, which is pretty stunning. Gotta say, that's pretty great. Alright, so these two are going to get hit because they're the biggest group. And oh no, we're plagued! Oh no! And he'll take another turn to actually take any damage from that plague, so we can use the Purify thing next turn. So that's efficient. I mean, very efficient. Alright, more reinforcements are coming up here. So there is a chance that we could actually just have the Calidus hang out in the middle and kill reinforcements. But I think,
Yes,
given how
Commander.
open this map is, we could probably afford to... Okay, I definitely want to kill all these guys. Because, yeah, that's quite an easy pod to hit as well. I obviously can't hit them now. Or can't... No, I can't, because they'll just... That guy will shoot me. Yeah, that guy will just shoot me. But if I can immobilize these two... He does have 15% resistance, though. So you do need to be careful. Ideally, you do need to do it all on 1 turn. I'll wait. It's okay. She can wait. These guys still have, like, another couple to destroy. So the bombard thing doesn't destroy terrain, so we should be able to, like, freely travel over these bridges. You know, no trolls or anything. I think we're fine. And we'll start moving in. And seriously, who is looking at this being like, I think 80, this might be, 80% of this water might be bad. Like, unbelievable. Although, I guess she didn't... Well, no, she said mutation was on the rise, which does imply that idiots are drinking this.
With me, my brothers.
Unless that was unrelated, and, Lunette's just weird like that. Also possible. Alright, good. I didn't use the thing. The thing I said was perfect. Real efficient. Didn't do that. I didn't do that. Hilarious. Real efficient.
More corpses join their ranks.
It's okay. Iolanthus is used to getting hurt. Alright, let's go ahead and do it now. Go on, Tide of Shadows, everyone. Alright, you happy now, buddy? You happy now?
Unleash me.
He's only taken 2 damage. It's nothing. Nothing compared to his usual, like, damage standards. Yeah, let's just run you right up here, shall we?
On my way.
Say right up here. It's not that far. Storm is definitely way ahead of us right now. And in fact, I might try and pull the same trick again. Where I move up, teleport, and then rely on Iolanthus to give him the AP he needs to actually get the kill. That'd be pretty good, but it does make me think that maybe, our assassin isn't quite quick enough for these missions. Because that's the thing, she is fantastic on missions that aren't, like, forever battle ones, when you're in forever combat, like this. Because think of it this way, right? Like, if we go back to her here.
Ready.
So this turn, she can attack these guys, great, but she's going to instigate combat, and then that'll be one of her AP spent to instigate. So she won't get reimbursed the AP, which means she isn't going to get 4 attacks off each turn. it'll only be 3. At least, you know, her primary attacks, things that cost AP. She can still use like a poison blade or, you know, skulls or whatever, but she loses an entire attack. But if we don't have hit and run available to move into a position where we can attack, you know, in a line, then she's gonna have to move as well. So suddenly, you've only really got like 2 attacks instead of 4. Like it's amazing how much less effective she is when she doesn't have the full, you know, the full sort of power of the replenishing AP. Now let's see. Why do I feel like you're slower than normal?
It will be done.
Very weird. So this should be easy because it doesn't look like there's a pod up here. But then we are travelling quite a distance.
Be ready.
Oh, okay, there's something over there, and they are coming this way. Oh dear, that might be a little bit dangerous. Might be a bit dangerous, that one. Alright, good. And now we are pretty low on willpower. How are we that low on willpower? Didn't we end this with like 6? That last combat. Did we not end that with 6 willpower? Where's your willpower been going? Huh. No idea. But fine, we're going to take a step back. Here, actually. Make sure he's in decent cover. And, yep, Lask. You are going to handle business. Let's hit and run. Which, I really just think is completely misnamed. Because it's actually run and then hit. Like, this implies that it's a means to leave after you've attacked. But, like, if you've attacked, then you've used all your AP, and then you can't use this. So it's weird. I find it it's bizarre. It's a great ability, just very... The name is completely misleading. Alright, so, immobilizing agony. Let's do it. You guys better not move. Okay, good. Perfect. And he's going to immediately mutate and heal, because of course he is. Jerk. Right, these guys, I think I can just shoot another twice. We should be fine on that front. Let's get the extractor skull, though, to do some work. Good. What's sad is I don't think I'm going to be able to destroy that. Actually, I probably could if I just use a couple disruptor skulls. We do have 5, but in a pinch, we might be in a bit of trouble there, so we might have to attack this twice. Well, actually, yeah, that uses AP. What is your range? What is your range? Do you have any range? He has no attacks. He has no attacks at all, but they do put up the warp surge risk by an extra 5% per turn. Alright, you know what? I am going to use disruptor skulls. Well, let's use the poison blades first, I suppose. I can't reach them with the poison blades. That's frustrating. Let's hit them with a couple of skulls. Let's kill this thing, and I can kill these last 2 guys. Last 3 guys. I'm only really thinking about these 2. That guy's going to die easy. It's these 2 that are going to be a bit more in pain. But I still think they're all going to take 2 attacks anyway. Right, so good. Tell me how great I am, Hector. Hector, why don't you tell me how great I am? Hector? Oh. Normally when we destroy those things, Hector goes, "Well done, Commander. The bibble's gone wibbly." Don't you dare heal. Auto-resurrect. Crap. I hate you so much. Now I need to disrupt you. That was one I didn't really want to spend. He doesn't have it. Good. And yeah, we'll finish these 2 off then. And then next turn I can go invisible and run to the next area. But at least they're dead.
I need to rearm.
Alright. They found Storm. Or did Storm find them? We are barely away from the Tentarus hive at this point. Like, we're probably just gonna have those 2 walk to it while Storm and the Kalidas. What? No! You swine! Damn you. Damn you all to heck. Can't believe it. It's like, oh, it's all easy. I'll just teleport around and kill everything. And it'll be, oh, this is what I sound like. I've turned into Keir Starmer. Let's get polymorphine. Brilliant. Love it. Big fan. Shazal. Alright, and we do have the auto-loader skull, right? We better. Yeah, we do. Good. Because I don't have to spend AP reloading. That's another thing with Forever Combat. Missions that are in Forever Combat, suddenly you can't get the free reloads. So you've actually got to spend AP between every fight to make sure you're prepared for the next one. It's tough. It's tough. So yeah, you guys don't need to move up at all. However, Iolanthus is still just going to be, like, you know, hoofing AP across the map, and our boy Voldred. Or is he? We could just get a crit and we might be able to chain this all together rather nicely. Anyway, so I guess I could force strike. That's cheaper. Like, I find it so funny that we have Hammer Hand and there's no point having Hammer Hand. We can't not have Hammer Hand. It's not like I could respec and not get it. It's the first thing in the, you know, that branch of the ability tree. But like, if I just force strike, I guarantee a crit. So I just have Hammer Hand for a single like a single willpower now, which is great. Have at you. Yeah, let's chop his weapon off because I don't like these guys being alive and weapony. Really, really, that's crazy. It's been another turn too, mate. It's been another turn. It's alright, Iolanthus can just hurt himself. Alright, good lad. He's down to 26 health now.
What is your will?
Poor lad. Let's, I mean, again, I have to force strike to guarantee the crit, don't I? So I can guarantee some AP generation. Good. But, mad. Absolutely mad. Let's do whatever. Let's chop off his medicine pouch. I don't know, whatever we're doing. Good. Alright, how much AP we got? We got 3. We got 3. I'm not going to risk doing it. Actually, I do. Nah, screw it. Really that bad, huh? Come on. There we go. Now we got it. And we got more AP. So you can carry on moving this way. It is great that even after fighting, because he can still get some AP back from all that, he can still move. I mean, we are having to spend some of Iolanthus's Iolantho bucks, but that's fine. Yeah, I think we're just gonna hang out over here, you know. I think that's the way it's gonna be. We're just gonna hang out by the Tentarus thing, whatever it's called. Yeah, you guys still have Tide of Shadows, so we might have to fight those reinforcements of these two, which might mean we have less support for Storm. But we've already fought a pod that was on patrol over there, so is there going to be another one? Maybe not.
Pathetic.
Maybe not. Well, there is one headed that way. But it might be that we just get this dealt with. We won't be able to teleport though, so we still have to run a long way. So we might not be able to reach.
My blade is yours.
Yeah, we might not be able to reach this, sadly. So it does look like we'll have to give him extra
Yes,
AP
Commander.
if we want to get it this turn. Oh, but you are nowhere near yet, so we're going to have to. We're going to have to hit and run to get some
In and out.
distance here, and then we're going to run some more. Okay, so we're going to run all the way over here. And, you know, we might be able to kill it with skulls if we can reach. I think we might just be out of range, though. Oh, and we're out of AP anyway, so... If we can get that next turn, Storm will be able to get that next turn. And then these two will be able to handle this. So Scourging does work on pods that haven't been activated yet, by the way. So we can just put some bleed on them now, because we might as well. Simple. You know, simple as that. Also, Warp Speed Biomancy I'm going to use on Han, because next turn he's probably going to be making use of that. And, well, that's that.
Unleash me.
No, it's not. This guy needs to move up. Let's throw you over here. Are we going to have that patrol into him? Probably. I don't know how much that'll matter. Well, maybe a bit, because they'll probably spot him and shoot him. Though them activating, they should just do the normal activation lark. So this does 5 damage, which isn't enough to kill this, but
With haste.
it'll be dramatic, so I'm doing it. Eat disc, fiend. Marvelous. Alright, I think that'll do. I mean, I could just honor the chapter on him now. Anyway. So he can finish it. Because he could shoot it and then run away so that pod doesn't activate, so I just don't have to worry about it. Which, you know, might be worthwhile. And again, we are having Iolanthus hurt more.
Here.
Which is silly, but... okay, I could sidebolt that twice to kill it. Feels like a lot to do. So I think I'm going to just do that, guarantee a crit and might get some AP to then run off instead. Might.
Wretched thing.
Enemy down.
No AP from that crit. I feel like his autos aren't proccing on the first strike very often today. Oh boy. Hello. Hey beautiful. What's your name? There's a beast of... It's dead. It just died. I'm not even kidding. It just died. Alright, so far, not impressed by the Beast of Nurgle. Alright, I don't think the Beasts of Nurgle are that good. They just say hi and explode. Maybe it got shy, because I was chatting it up. So what did it do? So I think... Okay, that's where it stood, I think. I think it leaves sludge behind. Okay, so I think it fills 4 spaces like a Dreadnought, I reckon. Because that's 2. So I reckon what happens is it moved to here, but just on the edge. It somehow allowed itself to move on the edge, in which case it wasn't like all on terrain, so it fell into nothingness and exploded and died. I think that might be what happened. Because you do get glitches with the Dreadnought sometimes where it ends up like, you know, up a tree or something. But yeah, that's hilarious. We couldn't even look at its abilities or anything. I have no idea what it's like. What a weird, like, don't even know what to call that. Like a teaser trailer for a new enemy type. It's absurd. What an absolutely ridiculous game this can be sometimes. Alright, Iolanthus, Booby, let's get you up here. I mean, I don't want to put you there because then...
Yes, Commander.
Oh, you can hop over that. That's fine then. Sure. In that case, let's move you here. Who are you? Yeah, that's fine. Hi, fellas. Aww. Now I can't jump over there because he's in the way.
Your command.
Okay, now that's very annoying. I have to run all the way around. So you're going to have to move again. Which is annoying. So... I mean, fine though, really. It's still going to be awkward for him, even if I'm there, isn't it? Could just use these millions of Disruptor Skulls, actually. Because the bleed did actually do a number on those Nurglings. Let's do that twice.
The enemy is
That's right. I'm
wounded.
not even using Iolanthus for this. And I'm going to use another skull on that Plague Bearer, so he can't get an auto attack when I run past.
You have been judged.
Which, you know, I will. Though we're not yet prepared. We're not yet ready to fight that thing. It's still invincible, remember. Or, you know, invulnerable, I believe is the word they use. You know, same difference, but
Waiting for your orders.
you know. Right, let's do Silent Death. Do we need to do that? Obviously
By
not.
Dubris, the fool kept their...
That did it, Commander. Now concentrate your efforts on the central hive.
Will do.
A well-deserved death.
Your orders?
Right, and
is your
Iolanthus can absolutely rinse this thing. Well, why stop there? Let's guarantee crits. Which I assume that did. Good. Yeah, we attacked that twice, it's dead. Alright, good job, Han. Good job. And yeah, extra 4 damage, sure. Yeah, that was what, 24 damage? I think that's 24 damage, right? 25 damage, one hit. Cool.
What is your will?
Can you kill this thing? Maybe. Maybe. Let's find out. Let's weaken him. Alright, good lad. Why am I killing him? I don't know. He's here. Like, I don't want to suffer the demon to live. Thank you, Iolanthus. You feel good now?
Unleash me.
You should do. You're a good son, Iolanthus.
Threat is vanquished.
Done.
Well done, Commander.
Thank
We
you.
will continue to monitor this system for any sign of the Hive's return.
Pretty cool. Victory. Yeah, no notes. Did great. I am happy with that. We took a couple of plague damage unnecessarily, but like, who really cares? I'm sure Iolanthus is totally fine after this. Destroy all the hive germs. +2. We got 14 seeds from that, which is pretty good. And yeah. Wait, what? What? Destroy 3 hive germs in a single turn. That wasn't the mission. That wasn't the mission at all. Okay, we got the requisition though, because it was don't heal. And we did that. So okay, fine. Okay, anyway, Demon Stinger. That sounds cool, but I want to have a look at this quickly. Loads more grenade stuff. The only person we give this to is Iolanthus, but he needs his armor to bleed himself dry for the sake of his teammates. This seems fine. Extra resistance, that's kind of cool. But yeah, this... We already have a silencer, but this having all the extra demon damage is pretty wild. So I think our other one does something like... I think it's 7 damage and +2 crit damage. So the fact that this does extra damage, so it'd be, yeah, so pretend that is the 2 to put that up to 7 base, and then you got the extra 2, right? That puts up to 9 damage, which would be the same as the 7 +2 for crit, right? So as long as you're shooting at demons, crit or no crit, you are doing more damage. But you also have a higher chance to crit, so the crit damage is more likely, which is slightly less, but against demons, who cares, because it's like, you know, that crit damage has been turned into base damage anyway, and you still have the extra crit damage from things like the extra crit damage from Astral Aim, or, you know, the you know, little sensor thingy, whatever, the item that does extra crit damage. So actually, this, as long as you're shooting at demons, thanks to the crits, would have a much higher damage output, because it'd be triggering crits more often. So that would have a higher damage output against demons, which I think is good to have for the final battle. I think it might be really worthwhile for the final battle, because it just means we can have our Purgator focus on spending all of their AP every turn, with really quite good range as well, blasting the boss, because I'm pretty sure the final boss counts as demonic. But I might be wrong, in which case this would be terrible. And no spoilers, please. But I think this might be good for us. I'm gonna keep it, alright? I'm gonna bring that. And also, I mean, the Psychotrope Grenades, I think are rubbish. I want to get through as many of these items as possible. If we have all of them, then eventually we will get given the one we want, right? So let's just make sure this is out of rotation. I'm going to keep doing that. Iolanthus did actually get injured. He did get injured from that. Very sad, but, you know, who cares? It's a light wound, it won't matter. So, next up, So yeah, we're going to go for this one, aren't we? And we might be able to reach that afterwards, but I sort of doubt it. Look at the map. That's a long way around, actually. There's no direct route, even though they're quite close together. That's going all the way around. Like, you see, it's on the opposite side of this isosceles triangle. It's a real bad And yeah, that's going to go dry. That the frigate should have covered. Right? On deployment for 15 more days. But yeah, we're going to go to this one. This will be a save the Little Uns mission. Let's go do it. And there's the frigate. It made it. Our Eversaw assassin got a little injured, which is actually really funny because I'm pretty sure assassins cannot, well, Eversaw assassins can't actually be injured in the course of combat, because then you wouldn't use their abilities. But I actually had a discussion with someone on Discord when they were like, "God, he took so much damage in this, you know, in that episode." And I was like, "Well, yeah, but he can't get injured. He's Eversaw, you know." I was like, "Oh, I hadn't noticed." Actually, made me think. If he takes damage from things that aren't himself, does that count as damage? You know, can he be injured if he's actually shot at? I don't know. I have no idea. It just doesn't happen, so I don't know. Maybe he can get injured like anyone else, but it's just his own abilities don't cause him injury, even though his health pool is diminishing. But yeah, I'm not actually sure. If someone does know, then you can spoil that. That's just, you know, that's fine. Let me know if you have any info on that. Servitors, plus 15. Hooray! It's a lot of servitors. Are we currently doing anything with servitors? No, I don't think we are. We don't have anything on the go, do we? So we can make the frigate quicker. But that 20% frigate speed, I don't think is going to make the slightest bit of difference. Because is that ever going to allow it to hit two missions in a single thing? It might allow it to reach missions slightly further away. Think of that as 20% extra range, and actually I think that does make it worthwhile. I also do just want to, like, blitz through research, though. Because, I want to finish the game, basically. I want to finish the game. I want to get through to here, and then I want to grab these things. I might try and grab everything if we do have really boosted research, because, like 5, 7, 9, 13 days, like, these are really quick, all of them. If we can bump up research speed by another big chunk, we might actually be able to just get all the research. Which we don't need, but there's an achievement for it. I'm probably never going to play a full campaign of this game again. At least not for a few years, I doubt. So it would be really nice just to get all the research when our research is sort of superpowered. You know, bit pointless though.
Good news, Commander. Another Reaper sent screaming back to the warp. It seems your elevation was not unfounded. The edict remains capable of decisive action under your leadership.
God, we've got a meeting, like, right now. I think before this next mission, we're about to have a report. And so now he said, "Oh, I'm so happy with you." He's coming for our knees, isn't he? He's coming for our knees. In 2 seconds from now, he's gonna go, "I'm very disappointed in you, Commander. You haven't killed a Reaper since this morning. I'm going to need your knees. Give me your knees, Commander." Agravain never mentioned requiring knees in his report.
Prognosticators report that you have yet been unable to make further progress against these Reapers. Though the augurs fail to mention her by name, my suspicion is that it is this Inquisitor who hinders your operations. What say you, Commander?
Well, I hate you. You want me to throw our boys under the bus? Let's take responsibility for our slow progress. He was happy about our progress like an hour ago. Just, is Kai okay? Is he okay? Like, is he alright? Like, does he need a hug? What's going on with him? He's acting divorced, you know? Maybe he's divorced. Take responsibility for your slow progress. Sure.
I respect your candor.
Great.
But question whether Brother Ektar was right to raise you to command. Bring me those Reapers' heads and prove yourself worthy of Agravain's legacy.
We must increase our pace, Commander. There is far more than our honor at stake here.
There's also my mood. I'm sad now, Commander. I'm very sad. Yeah, I'm very satisfied. It's all done already. So yeah, let's go do it. I don't really know what I'm looking out for. I'm just trying to plan. It's a new recording session, so, you know. Warp storm disturbance. Gallowfield just handled
The warp
it.
storm has blown us far from our intended destination.
Wait, what? Oh, but the recent enhancement to our Gallowfield prevented any damage. We're over there now. We can't reach our mission now. You're kidding me. Oh, you absolute jerk. Unbelievable. Okay, so you're not completely immune to the warp storm's effects. You can still get screwed over there. Unbelievable. Although the Emperor has supplied you with a vastly superior physiology, there are still limits to what you can endure. However, by studying how the Tentarus strain manifests new deformities, I have seen how we might shock a fallen brother back into action. Let us use our enemies' tools against them and bring back what was deemed lost. So that really sucks, because that mission we were headed to could have got us some red seeds, which we really need. We really need more of those. So... and yellow. In fact, it was red and yellow there, wasn't it? Christ, that would have, like, fixed this situation completely, wouldn't it? Christ. Because, yeah, we can't actually afford all the research. But anyway, we don't need any more purple, so I think we just kick that off so we can have another mission, underway between blooms. And then we'll get more of this stuff done while we're running around the map chasing blooms about. How's that sound? Yeah, sure. Boom. Let's do this. God, what a pain all that is. And yeah, we'll get more Architect. We need that for our Dreadnought. I guess I'll head over here too. I don't know where that last strain is going to show up, but I guess we're about to find out.
Feel it through the void. A wind of putrid spores. A trillion innocents doomed with every breath. I did what was necessary. The Reaper's course emanates before me. We must resume the hunt.
I think she's struggling a bit. I have subsumed the Tentarus seeds into the Codex Toxicus. It flickers with 1,000 perversions of the human form, ever mutating, changing too quickly to comprehend. I find it deeply unsettling, a manifestation of my human weakness. Brother Ektar claims. It doesn't matter. The Reaper has been revealed, and soon we will send it screaming back into the void. Alright, let's hunt the Reaper. Where is he? He's over here. Good. We're heading the right direction. Let's grab that on the way. By the time we get there, we may have another bunch of missions spawn. We'll see. Map's quite big. And ship project completed. Good. Grandmaster will be even faster. I should have set up some more research after that. Silly me. We lost several servitors to spontaneous combustion while transferring the Inquisitor's tomes. The wards on these volumes are impressive. Wow. Okay, so the tomes are so well protected that the servitors burst into flames trying to carry them. That's great. I need only 37.48 minutes of the Inquisition's time to deactivate them. But she was obstinate that her research came first. However, I am no mere Lex mechanic fresh off Mars. A simple power redundancy made her available for the time required. I think Lunette turned off all the computers. It's pretty funny. Turned off power so she had nothing better to do. Now let's go with the frigate, I guess. Should we do that? Frigate speed now? Yeah, why not? I mean, that is good to see, isn't it? Look at that, all fully upgraded. This stuff, not so much. Mostly though, honestly, mostly. Which is kind of nice. So yeah, good stuff. Need to queue up more research, so I will. Boom. Do that one. And, alright, in 17 days we're about to use stratagems an additional time. That feels good. That feels very good. And yeah, we have 38 Archaeotech now? That's pretty good. Oh, really? Just appeared. So we may or may not actually need to care about these. We may or may not need to care at all. That is a juicy amount of red seeds. Okay, you know what? We may or may not need to care, but I think I'm going to anyway. That I can probably ignore, although it is good as a grimoire, which would put us up to 19 out of the 20 that I want, and an extra side cannon. Do we need another side cannon? Probably not. We don't have time to retrain. This one, more servitors. Finish the mission before you take 35 damage. That's, yep, easy as pie. And that is red and yellow. I need both of those. The frigates don't give us seeds. But yeah, this needs to definitely be done. And we will be able to try out maximum Dreadnought, which is cool. So I think we ignore this boss fight for now. We go for that, and then we go for this one as well. Although, I mean, I do want the grimoire. Actually, if we send the frigate... It's too far for the frigate. Damn it. Although, if I move to here, it might not be too... That's not very far at all. If I move there, that might then not be too far for the frigate. Although the distance might be not the main yeah, I don't really know how it calculates that. I don't know if it's within range, it'll decide it can go there, or if that range will diminish like it would through, you know, the passage of time. Like, you need to get there. I don't know. I don't know how quite that'll work, but we'll see, I guess. But yeah, I think we need to go for that for the red and yellow seeds as well. Once we do all that, we should have enough seeds. Just full stop for the game. And then we'll go grab that. Which, I mean, it took us... I mean, we basically went a direct path once these two missions had run out over here. We didn't quite make it in time, so the fact we can't get from one end to the other of the map in the fastest possible ship before missions spawn again, it means we're going to be... Yeah, we're going to be hard-pressed to get over here and actually deal with this. I don't suppose you can deal with it with a frigate, can you? No, you can't. That'd be pretty funny. I'll just send someone else to deal with the boss. It's fine. But yeah, I'm going to go grab that. We're going to go do these missions first, because I do need those seeds. But it's nice we got that active. I do love that the frigate follows us around on this map too. It's really cool. Like, it looks great. So we'll get some requisition out of this. Without mastercrafted melee weapons, no point. We have 24 requisition. We never need more requisition. This force sword might be good. That skull might be good. I think that's a healing one. So we could get a max level healing skull, which I think we might actually want for the final mission. Because I think we might want to give Han one of these. Because if we can give Han the healing servo skull, it essentially means that he can use that to keep Iolanthus's willpower stock maxed out, right? If he gets healed for like a 10 health, that's another 2 or 3, you know, well, I mean, up to 5 if he's just doing them unwarp surged. You can do another 5 onto the chapters for a single, like, 10 health. I don't know how much this will heal. I'm assuming 10. I have no idea. But, you know, 6 or 8 maybe, I don't know. But still, I think that'll be a really good stock of willpower for the final mission. Which means we will always, every single turn, basically, be able to go, oh, here you go, boy. Have another 3 AP to reach the boss and chop his arms off. You know, be really, really straightforward. So I think we do want that. So, you know what? Let's quickly have a look. I can deploy the frigate there now. I can actually deploy the frigate there. We can do this mission first, though. And then I'll deploy that frigate and send the... wow, we can just reach it. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I'll send the edict up there. So that'll be good. I'm not going to do that, no point. So, we will have the Dreadnought. And, oh boy, we get to doll him up with the best stuff in the game. Unfortunately, the best stuff in the game isn't gonna stun enemies. Which is very sad. That's very sad indeed. Do we want that? So, final battle. I'm not sure if we're going to want to do that. But maybe. Maybe. So, on his team, right, on this guy's team, we're probably going to have all assassins. And actually, I've not tried to see how effectively stuns work in squads of assassins. Like, I don't know if any assassin gets an execution, all the assassins get extra AP, if it's just the one that did it. In which case, stuns are going to be less effective. Although they still allow you to kill something with like 30 health in a single attack, which is still pretty damn good. We are going to have the Purifier in the same mission though. But I wonder if it is best if he just starts chopping people up. I mean, 8 damage, you can do an extra... Well, we can do 12 damage a hit with this thing, which is pretty wild. This doesn't do much damage at all. But yeah, 5 damage, like in an area 4. That's not bad. But it doesn't really do anything extra. So these can target inactive pods as well, which is kind of fun, but not going to be that helpful in the final battle, which is kind of what we're gearing towards. So, I don't know, I might stick with Vortimer's Hand. The stun is just so huge that, like, even if this is doing 12 damage, for the cost of 2 willpower as well, he doesn't have a huge amount of willpower, but even if you're doing that much damage, who cares? Because as soon as you stun something, you can kill it in one attack, and if it's something like the Eversaw, that's, you know, hanging out with him, then you can reach that with 1 AP, and then you get that AP back for the execution, so you're not really... Yeah, like, just... He's not getting it back, of course, but he wouldn't be getting back stabbing someone either, but that does let him kill elite things very quickly, or lets us and, you know, kill things quickly. Is there a better Las cannon? No! Doesn't look like it. So, okay, this one, it's got Astral Aim, Precision Targeting, it's got the extra crit chance, 10 damage, 7 ammunition's really good. This Abjurer of Lies can have up to 4 ammo. Weapon Scouring disables... So it's a blast that disables enemy ranged weapons. Might be fine, I guess. You have massive range on this, actually. And it silences enemies, so they can't use psychic abilities. I mean, that's fine. Plasma Gun can do 7 damage, short range. It is a... Maybe overcharge it for an area that costs... I mean, this doesn't even seem that good. Oh, these are all tier 2, though. Do we not have access to better stuff yet? Or does he just not have higher than tier 2 equipment? Oh. Oh, so he's kind of maxed out then. Huh. Yeah, so he doesn't have anything new. Should he not have new stuff by now? Maybe he just can't. Maybe he doesn't. So I was looking at this being like, this isn't really all that improved, but actually that's the same damage we had before. So yeah, but that's it. Okay, sure. No problem then. Yeah, we just keep him the same. That's really sad. I really thought we had access to better stuff. Weird. Yeah, okay. I don't know what got into me. Never mind. Yeah, he just maxes out there, I guess. We can get better stuff for the Tech Marine, who I hate. He's useless. I had another look at him. Right, let's see how we're at the end of the episode. Right, let's look at him. So, I had a look at all of his abilities and stuff, right? So, here, loads of servitor slots, right? And in his, I think in abilities as well, he can get another one, possibly. But anyway, he can get like 3 servitors, right? But there's no way that he can use them for free. He does have, if we look at his abilities, he does have this, Mechanical Adept, which allows him to gain an AP when you use Servitor, 50% chance. And you can have it twice if you have Enduring Reflexes. So you move, you know, your 3 Servitors, you'll probably get an AP back. But it's not guaranteed. And there's no way to put his focus up higher if you're going to go all in with Servitors. And so basically what happens is you end up getting Support Fire. You know, and this guy does like 3 damage for Support Fire. You can spend 2 willpower of his 3 willpower to buff it for a couple of turns for an extra couple of damage. But again, that kind of sucks, right? That's not a lot. It still does, so you can basically buff him to do as much damage with a support fire as Storm does without the need to spend AP to deploy it. So immediately, this is worse than something Storm does, right? And he's having to spend AP, and he might not get that AP back to deploy it, because there's not a guarantee. So if you spec him for servitors, then you're sort of stuck with the servitors that are rubbish. So I even had a look at the servitors. So this is multi-melter. We can upgrade, and it gives you more uses. In fact, we can afford to just go through this. But like, here we go. So this guy maxed out. Support fire, he can use it 4 times, so technically he could do 20 damage instead of 10 damage from support fire, but that relies on your character shooting things, which we don't really tend to much. Thule, sure, but we don't tend to do a lot of shooting. I mean, he might be teamed up with someone like Absalom 9, who does do a lot of shooting, so maybe this guy could get a bit of damage in, but that's still, he spends an AP and we can get 20 damage provided everyone else is shooting at stuff, right? So that's all very, like, you have to really set it up to get the most out of that. Still not a guarantee. Oh, and that's only 20 if he then spends 2 willpower and an additional AP. So he has to spend 2 AP to allow another character to make his servitor do 20 damage. And that's basically the most damage this guy seems to be capable of. Everything else I've looked at just kind of sucks. I don't know why this guy is like this. Servitors you should be able to use without any AP cost at all. It should just be that simple. Or it should be 100% chance, right, to get this back. You know, this should just be 100% by default. So that way you just get a guaranteed number of free servitor turns, but you're spending a ability points to be able to deploy your guys. There's another problem as well with him. So after the turn ends, all of the stuff he's deployed runs back to him, and then you have to redeploy all your guys, right, into positions. And so you have to spend all that AP to set up the situation again, when actually it'd be great if you had I mean, this is still assuming that you have an additional turn to fight, which we never do because we just kill everything, right? That's the best way to play. Just kill everything, which he can't do. So you have that prolonged, he's sort of more designed for that prolonged engagement. But he's also not designed for prolonged engagement because that stuff doesn't stay where it's told to go. So the multi-melter servitor, you have to spend an AP to deploy him, and then on the next turn, when you could be capitalizing on that deployment, he runs back to you, so you have to spend another AP to deploy him again. Into position to carry on using support fire. So like it just sucks. He just sucks. Like, I don't know what the hell is the point of him. He can repair the Dreadnought, but the Dreadnought's an absolute beast anyway. He's got 36 health and 10 armor. Like, dude's fine. He doesn't need repairing. It's absurd. Oh, one thing you can do, of course, is you can also use that ability of his that buffs mechanical units on the Dreadnought, so the Dreadnought could do an extra couple of damage. But I'm just punching people and like charging through crowds of people with him. That's what I'm using him for. I'm just beating people about so I can get a bunch of stun combos with everyone else. So like this guy, he just sucks. I remember all the reasons why we didn't use this guy the last time we played him, but it seems like nothing's been improved. He's the same. And of course, okay, focus. This is an important thing, right? So obviously, we do have items that let you put up focus, so this triggers. But you can only do that if you aren't speccing into servitors. Because if you get a different servo harness, right, you can either do this one that gives you all the servitor slots, or there's like a better one that gives you war gear slots instead. And so suddenly you have a couple of war gear slots, so you could put up your focus so you're proccing more AP gain on your multi-melter servitor. So you're more likely to get that AP back. It's still not a guarantee, but like more likely. But then you only have the one servitor, so you don't have this big box of tricks, which is sort of his deal. So to make the servitors work, you have to spec out of servitors. And then what do you do with the extra war gear slot? Do you just try and make him like, better at critting or something? Use any other knight. Use a knight that's better at just fighting. The extra war gear slot doesn't really give you anything. Give you anything useful. Maybe actually a war gear slot. Can you put a? Is that a general? Is that a general one? Hang on. Let's not look at the person who doesn't have those. So yeah, war gear slot is anything. So you could give him a servo skull or something, I guess. But like, doesn't it just feel like the thing his unique thing of having like this little army of guys? That the little guys are rubbish, and you spend so many resources just to like set them up to have them go do their thing. You have nothing left to, you know, create those combos. He's just bad. He's just really bad. He just sucks. I think it's really upsetting. He really sucks. And yeah, you make his guns and his, you know, his melee better, stuff like that. But again, it sucks. Like, use another knight that's geared for that. So yeah, I just think the tech read's rubbish. I think he's so interesting. You can probably make him work in a more shooty build, probably. But I don't know. I don't think he delivers on his gimmick. And I think that's the problem. The assassins, on the other hand, they all probably over-deliver on their gimmick, which is fine by me. I think they're really fun, you know, and all the other knights are great. I just think the tech marine sucks. Just if they'd made it so moving a servitor gets you the AP back, then you can like move him, deploy servitors, like do bits and bobs, you know? You'd have more flexibility to actually like capitalize on your servitors, set up cool combos. But you just don't. You just don't. He just runs out of things to do very quickly, and nothing. No servitor is particularly impactful on its own, you know. So yeah, it sucks. He sucks. He's rubbish. So there we go. That's my review of our Tech Marine. We're just not going to bother using him. We don't need him anyway. We've got a Purifier, who's pretty high level. I think we're going to bring him on this mission. We don't need to bring out Calidus. We are going to bring Atlantis, of course. I think we're going to go with our dream team for this, just so we can blitz through it, because it's just a bloom spawn mission, so we can just, you know, teleport on top of them, and we're really out for seeds here. So, you know, I think that'll be fine. Although, if we're here for seeds, I mean, Han does actually grab seeds really well. We could swap out Storm for Thule, because I want to look at him. I want to give him stun grenades. We do have the rad grenades now, which do bleed, which might be nice for our Purifier to have those. So we do need the focus. We really need another slot for you, don't we, mate? We really do. Because he obviously needs a stun grenade. I was thinking this would be really good if he's fighting, because it's bleed +7, so if he's hanging out with the Eversaw, he could just add an additional 7 damage to every attack of his for like a pod, because like it'll be a big range, big area. So that could be really good. Like genuinely amazing in concert with the Assassins. But we do definitely need focus for him, don't we? Or do we, actually? Because his abilities are a bit weird. It's like you get AP back if you kill 3 enemies in a turn. Although rapid reload would be nice too. Yeah, that was it. We wanted rapid reload so we could use Flames of Purity multiple times in a turn. That's what we wanted. In case we really just needed to put down the damage, you know? So yeah, okay. We still do need a better incinerator for him too. Sure. I like that it calls exposed. That is a fun thing that he does. Right, so that's all fine, but armor types... Yeah, we want another one that has passive equipment slot, don't we? Because then we can put the shard in that one, and then we'll have this additional slot for additional grenade. So that's what we want. That's what we want. Yeah. So we're fishing for power armor still. Cool. Alright, Tide of Shadows isn't going to be active here, but that doesn't matter. Everyone else is in good shape. I think this is a fun squad. We're not going to be relying on Storm to do everything, but we have like infinite stuns and AP. I think we'll be fine. You know, just a hunch. I think we'll be absolutely fine. Guys, if you're enjoying this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.